Well, I'm back. Another Blitz Sonic stage I finally decided to do is take the time to modify. You probably remember Aero Garden, right? Well, I ended up making some modifications, like here's your first one. I modified these springs here, so instead they're dash ramps. And you can also tell when we look underneath the ground, and they launch me perfectly. I also did was replaced all the things that said robot to enemies. Now as you can see, I finally got some things I can finally attack. Yay, glitching! And yeah, it's been kind of a while since I used Blitz Sonic Ultra Demo 2. I also decided to do was replace all the things that said Chow or Emblem to a 1-up item box. I also fixed up the dash panels so now they actually look like they're proper, rather than them just looking like things that are cutting into the ground. I forgot whose model this one belongs to, but I definitely know this stage belongs to ALOX 12. Here's another thing I actually modified about the stage. Instead, I ended up adding in 2 balloons here with 2 dash hoops. And if you stomp at after the second one, you'll get yourself a 1-up. There you go. If anyone remembers whose model this one was, just let me know in the comments. I can then edit it afterwards and put them in. Because of how long it's been since I played this, I can't even remember who the model belongs to. That was another part I modified. I could have put a fly enemy, but I didn't want lag issues to occur. So instead, I just simply added in just a normal enemy that was just floating there. If I ever can actually do is use those, egg robos, or those egg chasers, which would look like if they were enemies on the ground or in the air, and had that as a model template for them, then that would probably work both ways. So the part I modified here is I added in 2 dash hoops. As you can see, they're kind of like the dash hoops from Sonic 06. Which really they are, and a rainbow hoop as well. Therefore you can end up on the platform, and I added a 1-up there. There'd be an emblem there normally, but instead I added in a 1-up. Usually these ones that would say hoop actually says hoops with a capital H instead of a lowercase h and no s. Also, just to let you know, with this model, I also modified 3 of the animations. Basically, the boosting animation, as well as this one as well, the top speed, so the second run. Therefore, it kind of looks a little bit more like the proper kind. Therefore, it doesn't seem like Sonic's giving himself a headache by rattling his head side to side. And I was able to finally find an extended version of Sky Troops Modern. For all of your STM, why haven't you made one yet? You made one for Classic, but the Modern was already finished. Like somehow we already get the Classic themes, but not the Modern ones. And the Modern ones are what we're working on. Well, you guys are. I'm not. At least you guys are lucky that you actually can play Sonic Generations on your PC. I can't, and I just had such crappy resolution. And as you can see, another part I modified here was rather than having springs, I got dash ramps. Those last dash ramps were a little bit tricky because of the fact that I had to realize that if I set it to 70, it's not that same kind of angle. When I set it to 70, it actually lowered the angle of it, so I got launched a little more forward than upwards. So I set it to 50, and it gave me the proper angle I needed. And what do you know? Gold ring's already in place. Yeah, it would have been like, for example, once I eventually get my download the well, actually I think I already have that jingle, but when I actually put it in, I'll probably have one that'll actually be of a finisher theme from a act in Sonic Generations. But I'm gonna try and see if there's any other stages, and if you look in the comments, check out the download link. Later.